history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. Now they got to get to the line quickly.
It's a loss of 2.
Second down, here's Jalen Hurts. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. Third down. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Now they'll work with 4 receivers here on third down and long. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
It's going to be another frustrating end to a drive here. This offense, they've not been able to get anything going in this first half. And now it's going to be time to gather on the sidelines and try and figure out what's going wrong. Who has an idea? Who has a plan? Time to implement it.
And on fourth down, on is the punt team sending this one away. This is taken around the 12. That'll go as a 46-yard punt with a return of 7. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
I think we all suspected that they were going back to him after he found the end zone on his last carry. And they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
Here's a handoff out of the gun. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Jake Bailey on now to punt here on 4th down. Taken from just outside the 30. A nice return that time, gets 12 yards back. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
They'll look to throw here. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48.
Brings up 2nd down at their 48-yard line.
2nd down. Here's Hurts. Oh, he had a man open. He overshot him. It's incomplete.
Oh,
and that's kind of how it's gone for them so far. That was a ball they need to get back in this game. A quick strike, a big play. But he led his guy too far, and it winds up over his head.
The Cowboys signal for their third and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Back to throw. He's going to look deep for Watkins.
And Hurts is intercepted, his 3rd of the game.
There he goes, left side.
Now he's loose down the left sideline.
And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. Hey, you start to feel sorry now for the young man throwing the football. This is really turning into a disaster.
Listen, it's baptism. All right, this is almost a rite of passage. This young in the league, go back and find a Hall of Fame quarterback and check their records for their first 2 years, especially if they started the bulk of the games. I bet you'll find double-digit interceptions on just about every one of them. They have to learn as they go along.
So still time for the kickoff here. 1 second to go in the half as this one is away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone.
Breaks through the contact. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Eagles nothing.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter.
Jake Elliott set to kick off.
We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history, and that's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And, partner, you know as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line.
Well, I think everyone who's watching was certainly hoping to see things get a little bit better for them in this half, weren't we? But it was a downright miserable first half that's carried over with an interception to begin the second half. That's a defeated offense right there, and there's still a lot of game left. I don't think that's the last turnover we're going to see today, partner.
From the gun, he'll hand this off.
And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards, second down.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. On second down, Sellers, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A yard in the wrong direction makes third down tougher, 3rd down and 9.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down. Back to throw. Banks.
Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
Here's Jake Elliott. Career long, by the way, for him, 61 yards.
And this will be spotted on the other side of the field. It's a 61-yard attempt. The kick by Elliott is good.
Well, Charles, the NFL record is 66 yards. That was 5 shy of that, but only a handful of guys have ever connected from 61 or deeper, and he can add his name to the list.
Yeah, more and more guys are trying it. That doesn't mean the success rate has gone up. That is a long kick. Guaranteed, when he turns on his phone after the game, a ton of congratulatory texts will be awaiting him.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
19-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve?
That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
Chris Watkins,
81 yards.
and the Eagles are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead drops from 34 down to 27. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
Still well in control of this ball game despite giving up that touchdown a moment ago.
On 1st and 10, Banks.
The short one there taken in by Ferguson.
And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
And if anyone thinks they're just going to tuck their horns in and pull back off the throttle a little bit, you can forget it. Even with this big third quarter lead, I think this team's going to continue to take their shots downfield, and there's another completion.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Pass incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Cowboy first down.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
Inside 4 minutes to go, third quarter. Again, he'll drop to throw.
A short one there taken in by Ferguson.
So the completion good for 6 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. He's already fumbled once in this game, and I thought the ball started to jostle there a little bit, but they got to him quickly at the line of scrimmage.
They sure did. And remember, if you're not a very confident runner and you've already dropped it once, if there's traffic around you, the only thing you think about is protecting the football, not gaining yards.
From the gun on 3rd down. Banks.
St. Brown making the catch on the out route.
First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
Now flags fly in, and one of the Cowboys looked like he got going a little early. The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Looking to throw. Banks. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes.
Nolan Smith brings him down on the pass rush.
One of the league's best linebackers. He ended that play almost before it began, and the running back absolutely overmatched no matter what he tried to do.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Back to throw. Banks. Now that'll be caught by St. Brown. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12.
A 9-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down.
To throw on 3rd down. Banks. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And a good job on the tackle there as they get him down shy of the first on the 35-yard stripe. That'll bring up 4th down. They wind up getting 8 yards, but they needed more than that. Now Jake Elliott for the field goal try. It'll be spotted on the right hash. A 52-yard attempt. The kick by Elliott is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
So tack on 3 more, though this, it's just a rare drive where they did not find the end zone.
Yeah, you're right about that, partner, but at this point, I don't think you're too concerned about that. You just want to possess the football for a while and drain the clock. If you can get 3 out of it, that's great too.
At their own 25-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. 1 play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
A good pickup there, 26 yards.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. He'll look to throw. Going deep here for Watkins. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown.
Quez Watkins.
2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
And the Eagles are able to cut into that deficit. Well, this opening game has certainly not gone their way to this point, but, you know, that touchdown, maybe a glimmer of hope for the long season ahead.
And no one in this league likes to talk about moral victories. No one likes to really just say, okay, well, maybe something went right. But you're exactly right about that. A little glimmer there. Maybe they can carry it over moving forward.
Through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week 1 because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. So these fans just kind of beside themselves right now. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. His throw incomplete. It's been that kind of a day so far throwing the football. It just seems like nothing going right offensively.
Yeah, it's a catch that should have been made, pure and simple. And look, everything else that goes into running a good pass route, throw it all out if you don't catch the ball.
Been that kind of game throwing the football so far, nothing going right offensively. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Hurts. He finds his man, complete. That's Watkins. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Back to throw again. He's going to look deep for Watkins. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 10.
Play action. Here's Hurts.
And now here's another interception.
Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And the Cowboys are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line.
I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ballgame, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
Well, 4th quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard.
the 45-yard line.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Hurts sets up to throw it.
And my goodness, another interception.
And the Cowboys will have solid field position here as they take over at the 45-yard line.
What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it. But it just tells you about the game of football. It giveth and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in a game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, I think Joe Namath, he did it 3 times. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
So fourth quarter, a nice run there to start this drive. Charles, what do you think the split will be here between run and pass?
Well, partner, I think it'll lean towards the run, but this is also not a time where you just totally do that. You still have to possess the ball, move the sticks, and keep the clock moving as well. So they'll run their offense, but yeah, when they have a chance to run it, they'll do that a little bit more.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Here now a 3rd down and 8.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45.
48 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
Hate to be blunt, but it is just continuing to prove to be the case that this O-line is manhandling this D-line right now.
They deserve to roll up their sleeves and show up their biceps because they're doing exactly what you just described, manhandling the defensive front. They've got the leverage. They are powering through, and they're controlling this game.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
As tight ends go, he might not provide the super flashy plays very often, but he's pretty reliable, usually an excellent target, and normally catches what's thrown to him, but he didn't on that play.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go, ball on the 43. Looking to throw. Banks. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
And he can only manage to take this thing to the 38, well shy of the 1st down. Here's Jake Elliott. Career long, by the way, for him, 61 yards. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt, and that will extend their lead even further.
Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
And no doubt this is not the way that they had hoped to open their season. Thoroughly outplayed here in front of the national audience.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
A couple of quick incompletions, and now they're just one more away from getting off the field. They've got options now. Could they dial up a blitz here or just drop everyone into coverage to crowd the throwing lanes?
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
Off the play fake. Here's Hurts.
And that is incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Got to try it here. He's back to throw.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive.
No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Hurts.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. So with a yardage on that completion, he's now right at exactly 300 yards on the game.
And isn't that the magic number you get? All right, 300. That means it's going to go on a commemorative football to put on your mantle when they give you the game ball if your team wins. So much confidence flowing through him right now, throwing the football. I think it's permeated itself throughout the entire team. They feel good about what they're doing.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Tight end has become a bigger and bigger part of the passing game in the NFL, but if you drop the football, that position can get swapped out with a wide receiver in that spot, a running back in that spot. There are other ways they can go if you're not going to catch the ball.
And that's not just his first drop, his second drop of the game. And quickly they get to the line.
First down. 1st and 10.
They go play action with Hurts.
And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Here's Hurts to throw.
And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set.
That's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and 2.
Throwing is Hurts. He's got his running back out of the backfield.
And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. The Eagle passing game looking good on this drive. It's a 1st down.
And with this game well in hand, perhaps we are seeing the coverage lighten up a little bit as they got burned there a bit for a 1st down.
But we certainly know the coach isn't happy along the sideline because he certainly wants them to finish this one out the way they started it. He doesn't want to give up any soft completions, no late points. He wants his lead to stay right where it is.
Now here's a pass on 1st down. It's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. On play action, they'll throw.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 17-yard line. They'll look to throw again. Touchdown, Eagles! From 17 yards out. And the Eagles get a bit closer. Extra point attempt to come here. And that'll make this a 19-point game. So it would no doubt be a miracle comeback from here, but let's see what they can do starting with the onside kick. And the Cowboys are going to secure the football, and with it, they'll just about secure the victory as well. Now, they're down big here in the fourth. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort, at least.
No, you can't at all, and if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
Now it looks like he'll throw here.
Throwing the out route, he's got Parker.
And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it'll be second down.
But that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
Looking to throw on second down. Banks. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Oh, that's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Back to throw. Banks. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived. And I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
That was perfect. From distance, he steps up, knocks it right down Main Street.
Yeah, Main Street's celebrating right now with him, aren't they? I love the mechanics of the whole thing. Snap, hold, everything was right on target, and the blocking was perfect, and he executed so well.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds they've had.
And now here's another interception. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And the Cowboys are going to take over at their own 13-yard line. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
On 1st down, Banks. He finds his man, complete. It's Ferguson. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. 13 yards and a 1st down, Cowboys. 5th catch of the game for him there.
Yeah, and the tight end position is now becoming a volume pass catcher. Used to be occasional, right? Safety valve. Throw one to him every so often, but mainly they want him out there to block. Nowadays, an integral part of the passing game, and they create such great mismatches that they often become the leading receiver.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Throw to St. Brown, complete on the left side. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game.
Altogether, a pretty shaky start to the year for this defense as they defend another 1st and 10.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, they're up comfortably here, Charles, but that lead certainly not dissuading them from pressing the envelope late. I mean, if anything, with these passes, it's like they're getting more aggressive to try to drive the ball downfield.
And that will certainly lend itself to some post-game questions for that coach. And maybe you and I should attend that press conference and see what he has to say, because someone's going to ask him why he continued.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. And the Eagles are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 46-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
That one final throw here is incomplete, and that is how this one will come to an end.
Well, this was not just the opener of a brand new season, but this was a division game here in week 1. And to come through with a 1-0 start against a division opponent gives you a little something extra heading forward for the rest of the season.
Yeah, let's pile it all into one game, right? Opening the season, and you open within the division. You knew the motivation was going to be there on both sidelines. One just executed better and earned the win.
So for Dallas, it'll be a happy trip home as they start the season with a road victory here on a Monday night. And they'll have another road date next week with the Indianapolis Colts. Meanwhile, for the Eagles, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
Just like I've been smooth for so long, I'm trying to get rough. Buffing my nails, dog, I'm trying to get buff. Shaping my beard up, I'm liking the scruff. The hills, cause I'm living my life in the cut. Can't imagine that I'm gonna meet my wife in the club. We gon' see though, I feel like she more of a CEO. Or maybe she doing volunteer work in Rio. It's not like I need her, but I would love to meet her. Another day, another dollar, another phone with another feature. I don't play goalie, but I'm my brother's keeper.